You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. It's Sunday Mountain Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you to the Let's Play episode of Home Somewhere Else. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Also, wanted to say Happy Easter, everybody. Sorry, I forgot to say it in the last couple of videos. Happy Easter, everyone, if you celebrate it. Or if not, happy day off. Anyway, let's go ahead. Alright. Wait, isn't this the community where you used to live? When did these gates get put up? Yeah, it's changed a lot since last time. Wait here for a sec. You walk to the left of the gate, scanning for a way in. What was once an old chain-link fence is now a very robust-looking gate. Damn, I guess a normal chain-link fence was too easy. I won't be able to get to the other side now. What to do? You proceed to walk deeper into the forest, following the big-ass concrete wall. Fred just follows. You walk enough for you to know that you're out of anyone's sight. An idea flashes in your mind as you turn around to look at Fred. What are you... Remember my house was at the end of this road? Yeah, what about it? Well, it's not ours anymore. It's private property now. Wait, really? Your family left it behind? Yeah, some of my belongings are still there. Last time I got in there, I barely managed to get out, so it might be dangerous. I wouldn't tell you this if I didn't need your help. I need to get something tonight. What do you want me to do? You point to the top of the stone wall. A perfectly dark area looms over you both. You see that part of the gate? There's absolutely no light there whatsoever. If I climb up, no one will see me. All right, and what then? Just stay here and wait for me to come back. Then we go to Kathy's house. But how are you going to get out? If it's dangerous, I should go with you. You shoot a glare at him. He seems to catch on. Fine. I've got this handled. Besides, how am I going to get you up there? Fred nods at you with a smile. You ready? Of course. Fred walks up to the stone fence and then turns to face you. He squats down and extends his arms between his legs. He interlocks his fingers to make a small launch pad with his palms. All right, ready. You take a deep breath as you walk up to Fred. You place your right foot in his hands. You hold onto his shoulders as you do a couple practice bounces. All right, 1. With one last practice bounce, you're ready to rock and roll. 2, 2, 3, 3. You shoot your leg out with as much force as you can, being propelled by Fred throwing you upwards. The push Fred gave you is more than enough for you to latch onto the wall. You pull yourself up with all your strength and manage to bring your elbows onto the ledge. You feel yourself growing weak as you try to swing your legs up. Come on, just a little more! You do your best to straddle yourself onto the wall, but just as you're about to give out, you feel a force push you upward. Somehow, some way, you made it. Hell yeah, are you okay? You can hear Fred's voice coming from below, so you lean your body to see his face. Yeah, thanks. Wait for me here. I'll be back soon, I promise. Do I wait in the middle of the open? I mean, just hide or whatever. All right, be safe. You sit on top of the wall, getting out of Fred's sight. Oh my goodness, I promise? What the fuck? Your face feels hot as you're getting sentimental with Fred. It felt so natural, but you know it's off the cuff. Come on, you. Cooperate. There we go. Good thing that Fred is not looking right now. The stone wall is a few times thicker than you'd imagined. It's wide enough for 3 people to lay down shoulder to shoulder. How the hell do they even make this wall? It's massive! And like that godforsaken tree, this is less than 4 meters high. Man, fuck that tree. You shuffle to the other side of the ledge and look down onto the ground. A couple of bushes catch your eye, but considering it's not too far down, it'd be best to just roll with it. Huh. You hang your feet from the edge, looking down onto the dirt floor below. All right, 1, 2, 3. You slide yourself off from the ledge. Your legs buckle under the weight of the fall, and rather than bouncing upwards, you throw yourself into a forward roll. You glide across your spine and make a full rotation onto your feet. When did you get so good at free running? You breathe for a couple seconds, feeling a little dizzy, but soon you crouch down and take in your surroundings. All right, time to grab Thony's gift. You follow along the dimly lit side of the road. It's mostly straight with a few shallow turns here and there. To your right, you can see a whole row of houses, many of them with lights on. You weave past a few bushes while skulking around for 5 minutes. Soon the road gets nasty, having been abandoned for so long, has left the path in tatters. You finally make it to your old home, a 2-story house that is falling apart day by day. Your house looks a little odd. Weeds and thick roots encircle the house, with many of the windows smashed in. The planks the new owners installed did little to deter looters. You do your best to remain low. There's still many houses not too far away from this one. Even in the dying light, it wouldn't be hard to be spotted. Sadly, you know this through experience. The sunlight seems to drain from the sky as you look at the perimeter from behind a tree. You decide to leave your concealment and pray no one sees you. You sprint onto the house's porch, trying to hide yourself from the moonlight. You press onto the front door. It opens with the lightest pressure. It looks like someone kicked the lock in. The moonlight from outside makes it easy to see in front of you, but now that you're inside your old house, it's pitch black. Your old home had never had much warmth to it, but right now it's literally freezing you to the bone. You grab your arms as you adjust to the frigid interior. You remember the house like the back of your hand, so even in the non-existent light, you manage to traverse through it. You feel up and down the walls, sweeping the floor in front of you. You hope you don't step on glass like last time. You reach a massive gap in the wall and turn the corner, your feet feeling a wooden bump. You've reached the staircase. You crawl up the staircase, feeling every step along the way. Some of them are broken or splintered. You pass over them instead of falling through. Once there are no more steps left, you stand up and reach for the wall next to you. Your fingers feel for the first door frame on your right. You recognize this was a spare room that was never used. You remember that your room is directly across this one. You twist the old knob a couple times but find it's locked shut. Damn it, it was unlocked last time. Who would go through the trouble to keep this room closed? Well, here goes nothing. You ram yourself against the door, but it won't budge. You take a few steps back and BAM! Without even thinking twice, you throw a kick at the deteriorated door. The wood splinters from the door frame and rips off the handle out of the lock. Old shards of wood and metal fly off in spectacular fashion. Nice. It is somehow even darker in here. You can't even find a wall to hold on to. Shit, I can't see a thing. But what if... You take a deep breath and focus on making a punch like yesterday. You open and close your fist a few times. You strike the air in front of you with all the dexterity you can muster. A sudden flash sparks from the polygonal fist up in the middle of the darkness, stunning you as if you were thrown a flashbang grenade. Whoa! What did you expect? It takes you a couple of seconds to collect your bearings. The hand disappears the second you get distracted. Calm down, Chad. Calm down. You take another deep breath as you prepare for another attempt. All right. One more time. You bring your arm back to your side and punch the air once more. The fist comes out in all its polygonal glory, filling the room with a faint light. Whoa, yeah, I'm used to it now. The hand floats in front of you like before, but this time it doesn't fade even as you move your arm around. As you let out a sigh of relief, you can see your breath in the dim light emanating from the hand. You're surprised to find that this magical hand thing actually has some weight to it. It feels like it's attached to your arm rather than simply floating in front of it. Sometimes you feel it's misplaced, sometimes it follows your movements immediately, and sometimes it takes some seconds slowly getting next to your hand. The fist's blue glow lights up your surroundings. The once pitch-black room is now slightly visible. Yeah, this'll do. As you move the polygonal hand around the room, it seems to ghost your movements with a slight delay, slowing down like it's fighting against the air around it. It almost reminds you of trying to move your arms while you're underwater. The more you see of the old rundown bedroom, the more you remember where everything is located, or at least where they used to be. You have one item in mind, so you search around the room for possible places where you may have left it. You look under your bed, the dresser, your old school bag, even your old jacket, but nothing. Where could I have left it? I haven't used my DS in a while, but it should still be here. There's only one place you haven't checked, but it'd make perfect sense for it to be in there. You walk up to your old wardrobe, which is pressed against a wall. The door looks like it was almost ripped apart, with only the two hinges holding it in place. Despite the massive weight of the wardrobe, you manage to push it against the same wall as the door. The loud scraping on the wooden floor makes your ears ring slightly. You're greeted by an unpainted wooden wall. With your free hand, you run your fingers up and down the wooden paneling, trying to find one that's, well, out of place. Soon your fingernail collides with a board that's slightly raised. Bingo. There you go. When you press your right hand on the wall, the glowing apparition attached to it seems to collide with the wood. Guess you can't have it phasing through stuff. The light begins to fade the longer it's pressed up the paneling, almost as if it's about to be extinguished. You take the polygonal hand away, and it quickly regains its luster. You try to pry the wooden board out of the wall. With one good pull, the wooden slab falls out of the hole. A thick cloud of dust erupts into the air as the wood hits the floor in front of you. The heavy piece sends a loud thud throughout the abandoned home. You pay it no mind. With the thick board out of the way, you move your illuminated hand around the hole. Within the wall lies a long opening, which has done a remarkable job of hiding your prized possessions, Despite the constant room inspections, you were the only one who knew about this hidey hole. A slew of childhood mementos lay dormant in the deep crevice. Your piggy bank, some action figures, your favorite books, and more, all with a thick veneer of dust. You scan the long opening and find a familiar shoebox. You have to reach into the narrow space to pick it up, but soon the box is in your hand once again. It feels like forever since the last time I've been here, but it's only been a few months. You open the cardboard box and are happy to see everything intact. A few of your old gaming consoles catch your eye, along with heaps of game CDs and plastic cards. The contents of the box are tightly packed together, barely able to stay inside. You rummage through the medium-sized box until your hand feels a familiar triangle rectangle. You unfold the plastic rectangle and see two small screens. You press the power button and pray that it still works. Beep, 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 beep. The screen lights up and plays a familiar jingle. Your heart flutters with joy when you see the start screen. The battery seems to be halfway filled, too. Gotcha! I'm going to give Thony my Nintendo DS and the Phoenix series, along with some other classics. You stick the small console into your pocket, along with the roughly 10 game cartridges to keep the small kitten occupied. This should do. I really hope he likes the gift. I feel a little sad giving this away, but I know he'll make good use of it. You give the old shoebox a quick look over before closing the lid. A part of you wishes you could take the whole thing with you. There's so many bittersweet memories in such a small container. Maybe one day you'll have a safer place to keep them. But for now, the box must stay here. You grab the old wooden panel and nestle it into place, and fit it into the wall perfectly. Now, with your old stash safely hidden away, all that's left is to move the wardrobe back into place. The old wardrobe squeaks and whines as you move it back into place, filling the house with commotion. The feeling of accomplishment warms you up in the icy room. Sorry. Time to get out. Oh shit! Before you can take another breath, a massive force rushes into you from behind, clamping your mouth shut with a firm grip. The light from your magic hand fizzles into nothing as you try to focus on your attacker. A large body holds you firmly in place. Another hand grabs your arm and twists it behind your back. You try to rip your hand free, but a pain courses through your entire arm as if it's about to snap in half. Well, not this shit again! You can't see a thing, and the only sound you can hear is jagged breath breathing behind you. The fuck? Who the shit just waits in a dark room for people? Should I move? Maybe if I'm quick about it. You try and move your arm backwards, but... The grip around your waist tightens once more, almost painfully so. Despite this, they don't seem to do anything else but hold you in place. Bam! You feel yourself jump as a massive bang can be heard from the floor below. The sound of wood breaking makes you shiver, your body being firmly held in place by the unknown figure. Shh! You feel hot, uneven breathing behind your ear. The man holding you in place quietly shushes you as you hear more things getting thrown around downstairs. As you try to calm down, you take a deep breath and catch a disarmingly sweet scent from the man behind you. Wait, Fred? It's me, Chad. You need to calm down. What the fuck is he doing here? And who the hell is downstairs? We're not safe here. There's someone with a gun downstairs. What? A gun? Wait, when did he get into that room? As another loud crash echoes from downstairs, he holds you tighter without realizing it. You can feel his heart literally pounding out of his chest. This is do or die, Chad. The calm in Fred's voice hides his fear, and you hear the small cracks in his tone the more he speaks. I'm gonna let go of your arm, but please stay still. What on earth am I supposed to stay still? We need to get the flying fuck out of here! Please trust me on this. Please. You take a deep breath before nodding, a cold shiver running up your spine as the situation you've gotten yourself into. Okay. The large dog slowly moves your wrist back to your side. Your shoulder blade is immensely sore, but it feels great to be free. You don't move an inch as he slowly lets go of your mouth. He lets out a sigh of relief as you remain quiet. You can't see a single thing in the room. It's so pitch black that for a second you believe that Fred also blindfolded you. Fred softly grabs your biceps and pulls you upwards from the dresser. His grip is soft but firm. You can feel the immense strength in his muscular arms as he holds you in place. You turn your head a little and whisper to the German Shepherd, "What the hell are we supposed to do?" Alright, and the conclusion of that is going to have to wait for the next video. I got to get ready for work. Alrighty, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Alright, y'all, I got to head to work. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!